This is how I got rejected from Microsoft. Hello everyone, today I'll be sharing my experience interviewing at Microsoft. Before we get started into the interview process, I noticed one thing: when you go to the Microsoft page and you upload your resume and apply, Microsoft has this feature which will tell you whether you're a strong match for this role or not. So I applied for the software engineer 1 role, which was based in Washington, and it showed me that I was a strong match. So this is a good sign that if you see a strong match, make sure your resume is tailored to the job description. So the day I got my email that spoke about the Microsoft technical screening interview, I was excited, and also the first round of interview is the technical round. Here I only had around 5 days to prepare for the technical interview, and it's been a while since I did my lead code and other coding and exercises. So my 5-day plan was to go on lead code and solve as many easy to medium questions, because I looked up online and it was saying Microsoft asks mainly like easy to medium questions, and it could also be hard, but I did not have time to go through all the hard questions. So I solved around, I think I was solving 5 per day, so that would be 25 questions, and a lot of them had a pattern which I followed, which was, I think, around, there's an 8 pattern lead code question. After that exercise that I did, I made a lot of notes and focused mainly on hash map, hash sets, and other data structures. My interview, when I started it, so talking about more about the interview, when I started, was an interview with the technical interviewer, and it was a 15 minutes introduction at the starting, where I was introducing myself, and he was talking about the job description and what kind of role what kind of person they're looking for this role. And then we directly went into the technical interview, where I was given, I would say, like a medium level question from lead code. And yeah, during that interview, this was actually my first ever interview doing a technical screen, like for a big company. So when I started, I used Java for programming. So I think I was able to say my thought out and the thought process, and I even asked some questions, but the first approach that I did was completely wrong, and I used like hash sets instead of hash maps, and that's where the confidence during the interview went down. And it also kind of made it look like I did not know the fundamentals. So the interview usually takes place around like 60 minutes, where the first 10 minutes you're just doing introduction, and the next for 45 minutes to 50 minutes you're doing the lead code interview, like the HackerRank or lead code, one of them. And I would say, if you're preparing for a Microsoft interview, make sure you do the easy to medium questions, and make sure you follow a pattern which was easy for you to like do any other question. Yeah, this was my experience, but I am pretty sure the mistakes that I made were like not having my fundamentals like completely completely done. Then also, since it was my first interview, I was kind of nervous when talking about the different approaches that I wanted, and also asking a lot of questions can also help you throughout the thought process. So this was basically my entire experience, and now I'm been applying to other companies, and let's hope I get another interview or a job offer. Thank you for watching.